faces worldwide. It's your guy Big Weird. When I'm back, fam, with this boxing talk. What's good with your fam? Hey, listen, man, it's a big fight week this weekend, man. We got the unified middleweight champion, Canelo Alvarez, moving up in weight to challenge the WBA regular champion, Rocky Fielding. Then the following week, you got the Charlo brothers, Jermall Charlo's facing Tony Harrison, and you got the WBC silver champion, Jermall Charlo. He will be facing Willie Monroe Jr. Now, the reason why I'm bringing up these two fighters is that it is no secret that Jermall Charlo has been wanting this fight with Canelo Alvarez for quite some time, man. I would say for years. Before he even moved to the middleweight division, Jermall Charlo was with Golden Boy Promotions, and you know, he talked about hoping to get the Canelo fight. He said that promises were made, and obviously promises were not kept. Well, Jermall Charlo is coming out ahead of his fight a week from Saturday, I believe, at the Barclays, and he's talking about facing the unified champion, the middleweight champion, Canelo Alvarez, man. And he's not biting his tongue about it. You know what I'm saying? Jermall Charlo, he's definitely earned his shot. You know, you hear guys like Bernard Hopkins and Abel Sanchez. You know, they say repeatedly in the media that Jermall Charlo hasn't done anything. He has to earn his shot. But let's get this straight. When you get into the mandatory position for a title, you've done something. You've done your job. You have proven that you are in a position to fight for that title. And Jermall Charlo has put himself into the mandatory position for the WBC middleweight crown, which is currently held by Canelo Alvarez. You know, and guys like Bernard Hopkins, man, it just blows my mind that he makes statements like that, man, especially when, you know, early on in his career, throughout his career, you know what I mean, he has complained about not getting opportunities. He has complained about not getting the recognition that he deserves, you know. Did he want some Hall of Famer telling him that he hasn't done nothing, that he has to earn his shot? You know what I'm saying? Hell no. You know what I'm saying? I don't think it's cool, man. I think it's hypocritical for Bernard Hopkins to go out there and say something like that. Jermall Charlo has beaten every fighter that is put in front of him, man. He's knocked out the last four fighters in a row, and before that, I believe he's knocked out the last 22 fighters out of his last 26 fights, man. Jermall Charlo is definitely the real deal. Jermall Charlo is definitely proven. You understand what I'm saying? This will be his third fight at the 160-pound weight limit. He did an interview, I believe it was with Sky Sports, man, where he talked about, his weight, man. He said that my first fight at 160 against Highland, you know, he said the guy had a hurt leg, and I didn't get a chance to show the fans and the people at the Barclays what I was made of. But with Hugo Centena, he was a bigger guy. I showed that I had a future at 160. Now I'm fighting Willie Monroe, who has experience at 160 pounds, and he's a big guy. Also, he's not of my stature, said Jermall Charlo, 28, of Houston, Texas. He said this on Wednesday, you know, and he also goes on to say that I am learning that being 160 pounds is just like being 154 pounds. He says my body is constantly growing, so I'm filling out at 160 and I feel good. This has been one of my best camps that I have made, and because I've gotten a chance to experience it twice already, I'm only getting wiser and stronger. I'll let those guys, Alvarez and Golovkin, take care of their campaigns for right now. But sooner or later, Canelo Alvarez and Gennady Golovkin are going to have to come see me. Those are the words of Jermall Charlo, man. He wants these fights, man. Abel Sanchez has come out, and also Tom Loeffner, you know, who is Triple G promoter. They both have stated that there's nothing to gain fighting a Jermall Charlo, that he hasn't proven himself, you know what I'm saying, what I call a bunch of bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, if you look through the middleweight division, man, there are some, you know, other interesting matchups for these guys, like some unification bouts with IBF middleweight champion Daniel Jacobs, or, you know, against the newly crowned, I believe it's WBO champion Demetrius Andre. You understand what I'm saying? Those are some fights that, you know, Canelo Alvarez or Gennady Golovkin, you know what I'm saying, can potentially seek out. But the WBC has mandated a fight between Gennady Triple G Golovkin and Jermall Charlo, which Triple G's team has made no secret that they are not interested in fighting Jermall Charlo. So the fact remains, man, that Jermall Charlo is the mandatory for that WBC, man, and soon as Mauricio Suleiman does the right thing, man, and mandates this fight, you know what I'm saying, it will happen. Or, you know, Canelo will vacate. You know, we know that Canelo has vacated before when he was not ready to face Triple G before he fought him. He vacated that WBC title with no problem. And he waited till Triple G got a little older until he thought that he was ready to fight Triple G, and then he accepted the challenge. Now, this fight with Jermall Charlo and Canelo Alvarez, it is no shoe-in. You know what I'm saying? Canelo Alvarez showed me that you cannot sleep on him, man. His last performance against Gennady Golovkin, I was not impressed. I was overly impressed with his effort. You know what I'm saying? Although the fight itself was a little closer, you know what I'm saying? That's for another video, man. But Canelo Alvarez proved that he belongs, man. He proves that he is one of the best pound-for-pound fighters in the world. The way he went at Triple G, you know what I'm saying, was to be commended, and that fight will be remembered for years. That's the type of middleweight fights that we want to see, man. And I am very curious, and I know a lot of you guys are very curious to see how a guy like Canelo Alvarez would match up with a Jermall Charlo, man. Canelo of the guys are in their primes right now. They're both around the same age, 28, 29. You know what I'm saying? How will Canelo Alvarez match up with an athletic, young, explosive, heavy hitter like Jermall Charlo? Now, Triple G, we all got to admit, he's definitely on the downside of his career. But, you know, being as it may, he's still an elite fighter. He still had a lot in the tank. And Canelo Alvarez gave him hell through 24 rounds of fighting. You know what I'm saying? So it's the question's out there, man. How will these two match up, man? Will the athleticism of Jermall Charlo give Canelo Alvarez problems? You know, or will the experience of a Canelo Alvarez, you know what I mean, take the more inexperienced Jermall Charlo to school, man. Jermall Charlo did an interview with some Sky Sports, man. He talked about Canelo Alvarez moving up to the 168-pound division, man. And, you know, he basically said that, you know, we are going to work it out one day. Me and Canelo will fight. You know, he said he's challenging at 168 pounds, another division that is near my future. And if Canelo chooses to campaign there, I will chase him up to 168 pounds, and I can fight him there too. So, you know, Jermall Charlo is making it no secret that whether it's at 160 or 168, he definitely wants the unified champion Canelo Alvarez. He went on to say that I am bigger than him and I am better than him. It's just that I don't have as many fights as he's had, but that means nothing. I am ready to fight him whenever, in any division, in every division. Canelo is the biggest name out there at this moment. But I live in Dallas, where we fight a lot of Mexicans, and we are on the border of Mexico. So I have never been scared of fighting a Mexican fighter, end quote. Those were the words by the WBC silver champion, the WBC mandatory challenger, Jermall Charlo. He really wants this fight with Canelo Alvarez. We all know Canelo Alvarez is the biggest star in the sport of boxing, and we all know that he has, the opportunity to choose whomever he wants to fight. We know this. But the biggest fight out there, the biggest challenge out there for Canelo Alvarez, in my opinion, is Jermall Charlo, man. Will we get to see that fight in 2019? That's yet to be determined. Ronnie Shields, Jermall Charlo's trainer, he has come out and said that Canelo Alvarez and Gennady Golovkin are scared of Jermall Charlo. I don't necessarily believe that Canelo Alvarez is scared of Jermall Charlo, man. If anything, Triple G may be avoiding Charlo more than Canelo Alvarez. I don't believe Canelo is scared of Jermall Charlo at all. What I think is that Canelo Alvarez realizes that Jermall Charlo is the biggest threat at 160 pounds, man. And he's like any normal sane person would think. Why go and fight this young hungry lion, and risk it all when I could face a more important fight with a unification bout with a Daniel Jacobs or Demetrius Andre. You know what I'm saying? Or maybe Canelo Alvarez does want this fight, man, and does want what the people want, man. I know he made a statement a while back that he will fight who the people say that he's running from. That's the fight that he wants, man. So maybe we will get this fight in 2019, man. I'm looking forward to it, fam. I'm hoping that we get it. I thank you all for tuning in for Big Faces Worldwide. I'm your guy, Big Will. If you have yet to subscribe to my channel, don't forget to hit the subscribe button, hit the bell icon so you can be notified when I'm dropping more videos. Also, check me out on Twitter at Big Faces Worldwide and Instagram at Big Faces Worldwide. Whenever you look for the Big Faces Worldwide, it's all one word. Big Faces Worldwide, all one word. And if you want to contact me with questions, comments via email, you can contact me at bigfacesworldwide@gmail.com. That's all I got for now. It's your boy Big Will, and I'll holla back.